right now, at this current moment, there is a full-blown production meltdown with multiple anime that is airing this anime season. Let's just talk about it. Let's just dive into the nitty-gritty and the bad news that basically came out earlier this morning. So as you can see on the screen right in front of you, this is an animator that pretty much just called out the problems that's currently going on with the anime industry. Basically, with all the constant delays that's just been happening for the past few days now. FYI, to make sure we're all on the same page, a few days ago, I made a video talking about Nier Automata being indefinitely delayed, which was just like, why? Like, this series right here, Nier Automata, indefinitely delayed, episode 4 onward. We don't know when it's going to return, and it's just like, why? However, this was just the precursor to things to follow. Earlier today, basically, we got an announcement that Ayakashi Triange, a new series as well that is airing this anime season, will be delayed onward from the next episode onward indefinitely. And then there is now talks that the Misfit of the Academy, Demon King Academy, is also going to be indefinitely delayed as well. Now, you're probably wondering, what do these three series have in common? What is going on here? Why are these series getting delayed? Well, I want you to take a good look at a person right here called Aniplex. And I feel like a lot of people, even if you're not well acquainted in the anime community, has probably heard the name Aniplex, because the reason why, they're associated with Demon Slayer. They're a very well-known producer, and they definitely have quite a lot of well-known anime under the belt that they have produced. And the thing is that they oftentimes give these studios and stuff like different projects and all that, and, Aniplex asks for them to make this anime. AKA, like, Ayakashi Triange, to Nier, to, Misfit of Demon Academy right here. And then there's another series as well that technically has been delayed called UnitedUp as well, that got delayed. And so, let's talk about what is exactly happening here. So pretty much, Aniplex has had a recent track record with a lot of series getting delayed. I mean, if we want to really go back to the origin story of all of this, we got to think about, let's say, 86. If anyone remembers, like, the anime 86, I covered it, like, a year ago, like a year and a half ago. It was delayed a lot. Like, the last few episodes were continuously delayed, and apparently the anime was supposed to be out a year prior. And it was just continuously delayed. Like, Aniplex was, like, pushing the company to get that anime out as quickly as possible. And obviously, it was not possible. It was not feasible, was not possible, it didn't happen. But Aniplex wanted that series out the gate running. But, as we know, 86 got delayed. We fast forward in time, and we start to see something very similar. We see, for instance, this series, Ayakashi Triange, to Nier, Misfits, gonna probably get delayed as well. UnitedUp was delayed, and all these projects are associated with Aniplex. Now, the reason for these delays, if you're wondering, right now, their current ongoing reason for why these delays are happening is because of COVID. Now, regardless of however you feel about that, whatever, it could be being used as an excuse, maybe it's really happening, whatever the case may be, you have a fellow animator that is a very big animator. He called them out. And so let's read this. And when it comes to the Lunar New Year season, producers at production companies lament that they won't accept even if the unit price of the video is 5 times higher. That's right, over there is an important vacation at the beginning of the year. The price is tripled or quadrupled when there are only a few remaining cuts that are almost finished, not all of them. So basically, to kind of give context to all of this, is that there is a lot of outsourcing going on. For instance, these different anime outsource. A bunch of anime always usually outsourced to, like, China and other countries and all that. And there's even animators on Twitter that get outsourced to. And the thing is that apparently even outsourcing isn't working right now because obviously everybody's on break. There's holidays, the Lunar New Year season, basically what's being explained here. And this animator, which this is what they've worked on, he's worked on quite a bit. He's quite the seasoned veteran, so to speak, in the anime industry. One of his recent noteworthy works that he's done with, let's say, Aniplex is Kaguya right here. Kaguya-sama Love is War. And the thing about this is that him calling it out basically kind of highlights something that obviously is being hushed. That it's not entirely maybe a COVID issue. It's production just meltdown. Because why is it only happening to Aniplex shows? That's the question that starts to wonder and creep up in your head. Why are all these titles that's underneath Aniplex, that's different studios? I want to point this out, okay? You see the studios that's working on this right here. Studio Connect for, Ayakashi Triangle. Nier, you look at this, A1 Pictures. And then also Misfit as well, you see right here, it's by Silverlink. And when you think about this, these studios are relatively different, but one thing in common is Aniplex. And the thing about this is it's like probably a complete mismanagement and meltdown internally with the staff, and they're just rushing out products, trying to get them out as quickly as possible, churn them out, and it's causing these problems. Now, I'm not saying COVID might not be playing an issue, but it's clear that it's being used as more of a way to get around what's really going on. So, yeah, just, it's fascinating. Honestly, it's really fascinating what's going on right now. Multiple anime delayed, and it's just crazy. Like, it is the start of the year. And this starts to make you wonder, how is, let's say, like, Solo Leveling? Solo Leveling is supposed to air this year. How's that going to be handled? If we're already having multiple delays with multiple shows underneath Aniplex's belt, all these other anime that's coming out later this year that's very high profile, that they're also producing, how are those going to fare? So, we will see, but yeah, just wanted to keep everybody up to date on this. It is absolutely wild what is going on right now, and I just wanted to make sure everybody was on the same page because, yeah, if you're watching these shows, delayed, indefinitely. Well, Misfit has yet to be delayed, but it's about to probably happen. I'm willing to bet you, in a day or two, we're going to find out it's delayed. But okay, anyways, be safe, stay healthy, Chibi out.